Hey guys, it's operations time again. Yeah, we're gonna continue our last local over here where we left off after playing with dice and all that good stuff. Let's keep on moving along over here. This is like part 2 to this video. So if you didn't see the last video, we did a couple, we did one drop off and one pickup down in, what was it, United Polymers. And then we're going to be heading down here towards Huntington Beach, and we're going to be doing a few more pickups and drop-offs over here. First stop over here though, we got to change our turnout right here. Don't mind the big hand. So we're heading down with, what do we got here? We got 4 box cars. One of them is a pickup from United Polymers. Got a honk for the weirdos. Hanging out underneath the overpass here. And conveniently, our turnout here is all good. So let's see, this would be the west side main line. This is really just a runaround here. Track. I'll give you kind of the bigger picture here if you're not familiar with it. But we're kind of heading south now. That's sort of the direction the train is heading in the real world layout here. So that'd be the west side. I call it the main line, and the other track off to the right is the east side. So we're going to be switching out cars over here at this industry, which is terrazzo and marble. Doesn't have a sign yet. And come down here to Huntington Beach, we're going to be switching out cars over here at Jack Surfboards, otherwise known as Surfers Outlet. But we got to take a look at our our clipboard and see which ones we're actually putting into Surfers Outlet, and that's right there, SO Surfers Outlet number 600 and 267, which, if I recall, were not situated very nicely. So it's the first boxcar right here. It's the last 3 numbers of the boxcar there, 10600. So 600, and the very last one over here, 267. So first thing we're going to do here is disconnect and do our runaround. There we go. Now let's see here. Now taking a look at the industry here, it's actually got 3 box cars already in it, and we're putting 2 in. So we don't really need to roll the dice, because we're going to be picking up that guy, and we're going to be picking up this yellow one right here, the real box car. Now the light blue one here, that's sort of my off spot location for this industry, meaning it's not being serviced, but it was dropped off here in the past, and so we have to kind of respot that guy, meaning that light blue car is going to get put into probably the tail end right there someplace, and then we're going to drop off one of our other cars right in this spot by the door to get serviced, and the other car, probably the blue one, is going to get dropped off where this light blue one is. That's just the way it works, kind of rotate that in. So let's go ahead. We disconnected. Come across the street here. We'll do our runaround, get on the other side of the train, and then we'll start pulling cars out and switching them around and all that good stuff. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, we did not, or I guess I could blame the yard guys. They did not do a very good job of classifying our cars. Like I said, we got 1 box car on one end and 1 box car on the other end. Actually, we're going to clear the switch right here and go ahead and stop right there. We'll put the bell on because we're going to reset the switch back here. As we run all the way down and get on the other set of our cars right there. And while we're doing that, I will take the time to congratulate a couple of users that were paying attention when I was doing the last video and rolling the dice there. And I had rolled the dice to determine which cars were going to be staying and which cars were going to be going. And I said like 1 to 3 stays, 4, 5, or 6 goes. And then when I actually went to do it, I reversed it. But some astute viewers caught that, and I caught it after the fact when I was putting the video together. So just making sure you guys are paying attention. Let's put it that way. I did it on purpose. But hey, no damage done. Until the industry guys open up the boxcar and determine we took the wrong one. But hey, that just means we got to do another local run out there to get the thing right? So a little bit more fun. And then I know I talk a lot about the weather over here, just because the layout is in my garage, and so it's a little bit influenced by the weather over here. And yeah, I had a few users commenting. Got a few viewers there. You say users, a few viewers that are in California. Some in Southern, some in Northern California. They all know what's going on. We're getting a big storm. You know, there's like the rest of the country getting a good cold blast. So it was like just about 80, close to 80 earlier this week, and our high temps are going to be like 48 or something, and now they're saying we might even get a little bit of snow, at least in the mountains. And if you're not familiar how this works in Southern California, and generally, we always talk about the snow level, which is just the freezing level, where it's cold enough that it snows instead of rains. So normally it kind of gets down to like 6,000 feet, you know, so you get snow on the hilltops there, on the top of the mountains, you can kind of see it. But it's going to be supposedly down to like 1,000 feet. And I think the last time that happened was several years ago, and we actually got a little dusting of snow in the yard. And I managed to build a little snowman and put a boogie board next to him. So we'll see how that works out. Alright, back to work here. You can see we're going down the industry lead. First thing we're going to do is grab all of our cars right here, and we're going to pick up our 2 pickups right here. We'll move those onto the main line here. Ooh, right there. I think we got a good connection right there. We'll keep shoving because we got to grab them all. And hopefully we get a good connection there. No, we do not. And we'll pull back a little bit here. We didn't even get a good connection back there, did we? Thought we did. Alright, let's keep shoving. We're just gonna ram it in there and see how we do. Yeah, I think we got them all now. Yep, looking good. We'll pull everybody out. Drop these 2 guys at the tail end. Those are our 2 pickups. And we'll drop them off on the main line. Half a car to go. And right there we'll do. And you might also be saying, what's with all the videos there, Engineer Rick? Thought we only got one on Fridays, and all of a sudden we get all these videos. Well, I kind of doing a little bit of test here, trying to see how many videos I can do during the week, and I kind of was feeling like I wasn't running my trains enough, you know, between work and having my surgery that I had just a couple weeks ago. It was nothing big. I had surgery to remove, you know, one of them growth type things. Nothing serious, but that kind of put me out a little bit. And I just wanted to run trains more, so I figured I'd try to do maybe shorter videos, but more often, and see how that works out. All right, we got our 2 drop-offs set out over there. Now we're gonna drop off our pink one, or our light blue one. No, I promise I'm not colorblind. The light blue one and the next rail box car. That's the first drop. First drop off is the rail box, and the respot for the light blue one here, the AOK one. I can't give you a good view there. And then this should get kind of interesting. We'll see. I think we're gonna have to block the street for the next boxcar, which is all the way back there by the locomotives. You can see we're getting them back here. Drop them off by the doors, right there. There's one. Now we're gonna have to pull one of them back here a little bit. I do cheat just because you can't quite see the doors. So I have a little pencil mark right there at the top of the roof that tells me where the door is. Come on there. There we go. We'll pull this one back, center them up on that pencil mark / door right there. Try not to block the view there with my big arm. Alright, so next drop off here is this guy right here. But we got to get rid of these other 2 right here. And like I said, I think we're going to be blocking the street here a little bit, but we'll go as fast as we can. I think I cleared the switch there. Let's see. Ooh, just barely. So I guess we can kind of chalk this little, we'll call it a mistake by the yard crews to a nice little switching experience here. A little bit more to get hooked up there. There we go. All right, we'll pull this guy back just a little bit. There we go. Just to loosen up the couplers a little bit, give them some slack. But as I was saying, just one little mistake like that, you know, you can, meaning like the cars being in the wrong order there. It's kind of fun. Just another another way to add a little bit of variety. Maybe the yard guys were, you know, I don't know, a little bit tipsy when they were doing that, or they just were slacking off and didn't set the cars out correctly. And now we gotta screw around a little bit more here. But it's kind of nice, all of these little mistakes, happy little accidents, add to the variety of doing switching. Alright, so this guy is going to go in our off spot, right in front of the van's shop right there. We could connect them up to the other one, but yeah, we're just going to drop them off right there. Right there is good. Might have to get in the way. There we go. All right, one industry done. One more to go here. We got to figure out what we're going to be doing over here at Terrazzo and Marble next. Kind of the same situation right there. We're picking up those two cars right there, the yellow and the green one, and respotting that blue one. Far enough there, Mr. Rick. And let's take a look at our clipboard here again. So the only drop-off we have out of this whole line of cars is this one here, 710 is what we rolled for Terrazzo and Marble right there in our prior video. So we're going to be dropping this guy off. And again, just the way things went out here, he's kind of stuck in the middle of this line right here. And I think what we're going to do, let's see, should we pick them all up and just drag them out there? Let's see, 1, 2, 3 cars. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to pick up, we're going to have to pick up the last two cars here, meaning the first two cars, I mean, sorry about that. And then these last two cars we'll leave right there. We'll pick them up after the fact. So we'll come across here and connect up. Give this guy a little bit of a stretch here. There we go. I'm going to come over here and get beyond the scenery here. So this is our drop off. So we'll disconnect over here, leave the other guys back behind here. We'll pick them up on our way out. I'm going in the right direction here. Let's see, so what I was going to say, kind of same situation that we had over at Surfer's Outlet there. We're picking up the yellow and the green, and yeah, like I said that already. And we're going to be respotting that guy. So we'll just run in here, grab everything, pull it out, and then leave these pickups on the main line, and then we can do the one drop off and respot. Should be pretty straightforward. Right there's good. And find my pick here so I can switch this. There we go. Alright, back we go. So you might notice two of my trains have quite a bit of momentum while we're coming in here to pick these guys up. I have it set for, about I think 200 or something like that is the setting on the CV, which I don't remember offhand right now which CV it is. All right, grab the blue one there. We got to back up just a little bit more to grab our last one here. But yeah, when I program the locomotives, after I get them, I definitely add in quite a bit of momentum to them. And that's where you get the nice startups and nice sort of coasting, slowing down stops. Makes for a little bit more realistic instead of just a sudden jerk forward or sudden stop. Don't know if we ran anybody over there. All right, half a car to go here to clear the switch. Here we go, and you can see I've powered brought the locomotive to 0 there on the notch, and we still get a little bit of coasting in there thanks to our momentum. We'll just shove back here a little bit, drop these two guys off, and then on the main line, just a little bit farther right there. Right about there is good. Try to hold the camera here so you can see it. And if you could see a little bit of yellow right there on this tie right there. That's where I know if I'm past that, I'm not going to follow the switch. And it's how they do it over there in the real world too. They take a little bit of spray paint, yellow, red, orange, and they'll just spray paint the tie a little bit, or the side of the rail. We'll drop these two guys off, then we gotta just collect up all our cars, and we'll be on our way home. You may notice here I don't actually have little pencil marks on this industry that indicate where the doors are, so we just gotta keep a good lookout here. Right about there is good. Disconnect the first guy here. That's our respot. We'll take a little peek down there just to see where the door is at. Right there's good. All right, I think we're done. Now we just got to shove back down the line, and like I said, collect up all our cars, get the heck out of here. This is turning out to be like a multi-day run here. We'll get that switched out. Alright, so we'll shove back here, we'll grab these guys, then we'll keep shoving back all the way to Huntington Beach, grab our other two guys sitting over there. Good connection here. I'm so used to pushing the buttons on my controller here, which, by the way, while we're doing this, I get a lot of questions too about what kind of control system am I using, and I use the ESU cab controller, just because it's I don't know, sufficient for a size layout like this, and I kind of like the fact that it has the wheel right here. The touch screen is okay too. It has its pluses and minuses, but what I really like is actually that it has these buttons on the side. And those are programmable to any function. And so I have one programmed for the brake, one programmed for switching the direction, one for the horn, and I think the last one I got programmed for like emergency stop, but I might just change that to maybe the bell or something like that, because I almost never use that. All right, we got all our cars. Let's get the heck out of here. See you next time, girls. We'll do a little rail fanning here as we head back out and call it a day here. Guys, I hope you enjoy that part 2 of the switching right here. Had a few screw-ups had to deal with, but all part of the fun of running a switching layout. We'll honk for the horses here and then call it a day. Guys, I will see you in the next operations video. Take care.